Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Be performed for the first time. We premiered the opera of the young composer and it was a critical success. Perform a work for the first time. The person who is head of government, in several countries. The person who holds the position of head of the government in the United Kingdom. First in rank or degree. An architect of premier rank. Preceding all others in time. The premiere showing. Be performed for the first time. We premiered the opera of the young composer and it was a critical success. Perform a work for the first time. Preceding all others in time. The premiere showing. The first public performance of a play or movie. The British cabinet minister responsible for finance. The person who is head of government, in several countries. The honorary or titular head of a university. The person who is head of government, in several countries. The person who holds the position of head of the government in the United Kingdom. An examination and dissection of a dead body to determine cause of death or the changes produced by disease. Modulation of the phase of the carrier wave. A soft silvery metallic element of the rare earth group having no stable isotope, was discovered in radioactive form as a fission product of uranium. The person who holds the position of head of the government in the United Kingdom. Being at the best stage of development. Our manhood's prime vigor. The time of maturity when power and vigor are greatest. Cover with a primer. Apply a primer to. The period of greatest prosperity or productivity. A natural number that has exactly two distinct natural number divisors, one in itself. First in rank or degree. The Prime Minister. Of superior grade. Prime beef. Fill with priming liquid. Prime a car engine. Insert a primer into a gun, mine, or charge, preparatory to detonation or firing. Prime a cannon. Of or relating to or being an integer that cannot be factored into other integers. Prime number. The second canonical hour, about 6 a.m. Used of the first or originating agent. Prime mover. The fielding position of the player on a baseball team who is stationed at first of the bases in the infield, counting counterclockwise from home plate. Indicating the beginning unit in a series. Serving to set in motion. His first, or maiden, speech in Congress. Serving to begin. The first verse. The time at which something is supposed to begin. Ranking above all others. Was first in her class. Prominently forward. The lowest forward gear ratio in the gearbox of a motor vehicle, used to start a car moving. The first element in a countable series. The first of the month. Before anything else. First we must consider the garter snake. The first or highest in an ordering or series. He wanted to be the first. An honors degree of the highest class. Highest in pitch or chief among parts or voices or instruments or orchestra sections. First soprano. Preceding all others in time or space or degree. The first house on the right. Carry out or perform an action. Get something done. Give a performance of something. Horowitz is performing at Carnegie Hall tonight. Perform a function. Who will perform the wedding? Carry out or perform an action. The skater executed a triple pirouette. Kill as a means of socially sanctioned punishment. In some states, criminals are executed. Carry out a process or program, as on a computer or a machine. The computer executed the instruction. Put in effect. Execute the decision of the people. Carry out the legalities of. Execute a will or a deed. Murder in a planned fashion. The mafioso who collaborated with the police was executed. Sign in the presence of witnesses. The president executed the treaty. Doctor's degree in osteopathy. Carry out or perform an action. Carry on or function. We could do with a little more help around here. Be sufficient. Be adequate, either in quality or quantity. Will $100 do? Create or design, often in a certain way. Get something done. An uproarious party. Behave in a certain manner. Show a certain behavior. Conduct or comport oneself. What makes her do this way? Give rise to. Cause to happen or occur, not always intentionally. Proceed or get along. How is she doing in her new job? Engage in. Do research. Carry out or practice, as of jobs and professions. Arrange attractively. Spend time in prison or in a labor camp. The syllable naming the first, tonic, note of any major scale and psalmization. Travel or traverse, a distance. This car does 150 miles per hour. The chief public representative of a country who may also be the head of government. The chief public representative of a country who may also be the head of government. The Prime Minister of the Irish Republic. The senior ministers of the British government. Arts are skills that require public performance.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.